Angelika, we're here. We're actually live with the new graphic. Shall we appear on screen?
That sounds like a good idea. Or should we just stay off screen?
No, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't. If we were off screen, that wouldn't work. Hello, everybody. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Stephen.
Right. Okay. Let's make a start then. Welcome to the show, and this is Ask Angelika, Series 6. Angelika, German sentences for chess players, Season 6, Episode 1. Angelika, would you like to explain today's topic?
Yeah, well, first of all, we've had a break over the summer, and then I thought, how much further do we want to go with Season 5? I mean, we got as far as 34, I think was the last episode. So I thought after the break, we'll have it's only a very slight change. So Season 6 is going to be for various hobbies that people might have. I'm always very much in favor that once you have got a reasonable amount of German, you don't really want to have any more lessons or work with the textbook, because textbooks are only so much of excitement. You really want to combine your hobbies with German. And so you can have a look at some websites so if you're a chess player, for example, so you find out what all the chess pieces are called in German, and maybe find somebody who plays chess with you in German. And that's where this comes in now. So Season 6 is going to be sentences, German sentences, so not vocabulary, not just vocabulary, sorry. These are all sentences that might come in useful if you are a chess player, and in this case, you want to play chess with a German person. So this is the first one. So the others will be different types of hobbies, sentences that you might need for whichever hobby we're talking about. Or maybe people have got some suggestions as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, send your suggestions in to Angelika. And we can't go any further without showing the new card on screen, the new show card. Ask Angelika, Season 6, Episode 1, German sentences for chess players. If I could pronounce it, good.
It's so new that this morning when I was going to send it over to you, I couldn't find it. And I thought, I know I saved it. Where is it? And I was frantically looking through my folders until I remembered that I actually changed the image and then found it.
You were actually looking for a Scrabble board and you couldn't find one because it's not a Scrabble board anymore, is it?
No, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, now the way this works is Angelika's put together sentences in German with the English translation. I'm going to read the sentences in German. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then together we will translate it. If you want to join me in reading sentences, we can't hear you, so you can just carry on and listen to Angelika's corrections and then help us to translate the sentences themselves. All of the sentences relate to chess. I'm just going to hide that card so you see the two of us on screen, and we make a beginning, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, question 1. Do you like the new set, by the way?
Yeah, looks good.
Good. I'm glad you do. I should have shown it you before. Möchtest du eine Partie Schach spielen?
Yeah, except it's not a party. Because
okay.
It's a Partie. Möchtest du eine Partie Schach spielen?
Möchtest du eine Partie Schach?
Yeah, not that obvious, but yeah, the emphasis is more on the second syllable. So möchtest du eine Partie Schach spielen?
Partie.
Yeah, it's not a party.
Right. Okay. And would you like? Sorry, translating this. Would you like a? So that's the first 3 words. I'm going to guess, because we're talking about chess, that Schach is chess.
Yeah.
Spiel is to play. And Partie, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have seen that as being game.
It is, because in English we're just calling about, we're talking about games of chess.
Right.
But I didn't look it up, so I couldn't tell you why. I mean, if you had game, then you would, well, first of all, you could just say, Möchtest du Schach spielen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but just like you would say in English as well, would you like to play chess? There's nothing wrong with that. I think the problem is the word game is Spiel. So you would have, Möchtest du ein Spiel Schach spielen?
Right. Okay. Yeah. Which,
but where the partie comes from actually sounds a bit French to me, but I don't know. I didn't check it. So that just sounds better than Möchtest du ein Spiel Schach spielen?
And the translation is, which we've just been through, would you like to play a game of chess? Where's du? Spielst du mit den weißen oder schwarzen Figuren?
Ja, spielst du mit den weißen oder schwarzen Figuren?
Okay, would you like to play with the white pieces or the black pieces?
That's the meaning of it, except we don't, it doesn't actually say, would you like? It's more like, are you playing? But it is still before the game. So if we'd used would you like, then we would have said, Möchtest du mit den weißen oder schwarzen Figuren spielen? That would have been another choice as well.
Okay, so the translation is, are you playing with the white or black pieces? So Figuren is pieces. Can that be, I mean, that can relate to other games as well? Drafts, for example?
Yes.
Dominoes?
Yeah, all those. Dominoes, I'm not too sure, but anything that looks like a little figure, basically. So if you're thinking of Ludo, those little thingy bits, I never know what to call them in English, actually. The count, well, are they the counters? I don't know. Yeah. So yes, it would work for that as well.
Or tiddlywinks. Beautiful word.
No,
okay.
Those would be figures. I'm not sure what they are.
Wir müssen die Figuren richtig aufstellen.
Yeah. Wir müssen die Figuren richtig aufstellen. And this is where my knowledge of chess would finish.
Okay. At the moment, we've always said that we've learned chess together. We must put the pieces. We must put the pieces correctly. We must stand up the pieces correctly. We must.
Yeah. But the müssen here, when you say we must, that sounds very forceful, doesn't it? In English, I think müssen in this case is more like we need to. So we need to set up the pieces correctly. Yeah, and that's why I said that's where mine stops. I know all those little ones which go on the front line because they're all the same, but then the rest I wouldn't know where to put which one.
Right. In 2 weeks' time, Angelika will know all the chess pieces. Okay. I'll help. Das ist eine interessante Eröffnung.
Ja, das ist eine interessante Eröffnung.
Right. That is eine interessante, an interesting. Eröffnung is a new word to me. Okay.
Eröffnung is opening, and that would also be used if a shop has got their official opening or anything. Eröffnung 10 Uhr. But this opening when you're playing chess, of course, is your first move.
Yeah, I mean, in chess, there are only so many ways that you can actually start a game, and that's the opening bit, gambit, and they've become known and been categorized. Whether you play that pawn first or that pawn first, or move your knight out, all different openings, and basically, well, we'll come on to it, but as you said, that is an interesting opening. In other words, I've not seen it before, which means it's not in any of the chess books. Okay.
It's probably one that I would do, and then you tell me, hang on, you can't play chess like this, you know. And you're being polite by saying, Das ist eine interessante Eröffnung, Angelika, but I think you need to think again.
Indeed. Okay, phrase 5. Das war ein guter Zug. I'm going to take that's my pronunciation first of all.
Zug. It's
Zug.
more like a TS, yeah. Das war ein guter Zug.
Zug. Okay, das war ein guter Zug. That was a guter is good. That was a good move.
Yeah. Of course, if you're standing at the train station after having done a journey, then it would mean that was a good train.
That was the initial confusion in my mind when I saw it, that Zug is a train.
Zug is a train, yes, but it's used in chess for the moves.
Okay, press 6. Darf ich den Zug zurücknehmen?
Yeah, you've not taken the train back. Darf ich den Zug zurücknehmen?
Now, the answer to that is, if it was a friendly game, yes. So darf ich den Zug zurücknehmen means, may I make that move again, retake the move.
Yeah, and may I take it back?
If
May I take this move back? So I've done a move and realized I was wrong. I take it in big competitions, you couldn't do this, but if you're just having a friendly game.
That's the difference. If it's a friendly game where you give and take, then there's no problem. But in an official game, you can't. Okay. It's a bit like a mulligan in golf. It just doesn't exist in chess, really. Right. Phrase 7. Möchtest du das Spiel aufgeben? And that's a question you wouldn't, well.
I don't know. Again, you probably wouldn't say this in official games, but if you're playing amongst friends, möchtest du das Spiel aufgeben?
Would you like to forfeit the game?
Yeah, resign the game, give up.
So aufgeben is to give up. Would you like to resign the game? It's basically you don't resign unless you have to, and it would be taken in English. In England, it would be taken as being a bit cheeky because you already know that the game is over. Yeah, but I suppose if you got fed up of waiting. Okay. Ich denke, das ist ein Schachmatt.
Ja, ich denke, das ist ein Schachmatt.
Okay, and Matt sounds like mate. Schach is chess. We learned that earlier, and I think that is checkmate.
Yeah.
And the end of the game.
It is. I've been waiting too long for you, but that's it now. It's finished. Or probably the other way around. I mean, I would have been finished ages ago because I haven't got a clue.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily. You'd probably be good at it.
Because
you like puzzles.
That would be beginner's luck then.
Game of chess is a puzzle. Now, what's going to happen now is that Angelika is going to read the German perfectly. I'm going to read the translation in English, and we'll take it from there. So we're going to go through the sentence again, and phrase 1.
Möchtest du eine Partie Schach spielen?
Would you like to play a game of chess? Phrase 2.
Spielst du mit den weißen oder schwarzen Figuren?
Are you playing with the white or black pieces?
Wir müssen die Figuren richtig Wir müssen die Figuren richtig aufstellen.
We need to set the pieces up correctly. Phrase 4.
Das ist eine interessante Eröffnung.
That is an interesting opening. I'm smiling because, as I say, the openings have been codified. Phrase 5.
Das war ein guter Zug.
That was a good move. Chess is a game for gentlemen and ladies, so you always congratulate your opponent when they surprise you with a move that you'd not thought of. Phrase 6.
Darf ich den Zug zurücknehmen? Don't use this in a proper chess game. competition.
We saw a film about the chess grandmaster lady, didn't we?
Yeah, was it the Gambit or something like this?
The Gambit, that's correct, yeah. And I'm going to go out of order here. So the translation of that is, may I take back the move? And the answer is no, you may not, unless it's very clear. Race 7.
Möchtest du das Spiel aufgeben?
Would you like to resign the game? And phrase 8.
Ich denke, das ist ein Schachmatt.
I think that's a checkmate. But you don't need to get checkmated learning German, because I'm going to bring into the screen. Angelika, would you like to tell us about Back to Learning German?
Yes, I just realized, because we've done our summer break slightly later than we normally do. So, of course, everybody's gone back to school already. And if you've used this back to school to actually back to learning German, or maybe you just started for the first time or anything like this, I've got a planner and it's undated. So it doesn't actually matter if you're only starting now in October rather than in September or in January or whenever. It says a year of learning German, and it's got space for 52 weeks. And basically every week is spread over two pages. On one page, you can write down your daily activities. Now, this is entirely up to you how you're doing this. You could write down every day what you've done to learn German, or you can write down some interesting things you've learned, or even some interesting phrases. So maybe if this was week 1, you might want to copy the chess piece sentences, because you're actually a chess player. Because if you don't play chess, then ignore that one. Use it for something else. And then at the end of the week, you are doing a bit of reflection. So I need more practice with, well, I did actually really well, but I think I need to check this past tense bit again, or whatever it may be. But I enjoyed. It's always really important to write down things you've enjoyed or things you've done really well. Don't always just write down the bad bits. You want to think back and think, I really did really well with this one, or I really enjoyed this video because I understood everything, or whatever it may be. And you've got a bit of space for plans for next week, and you even got one German idiom with the English translation. And then at the front of the book, you have a monthly planner where you can actually write down the months as well. You can use that either at the end, so you can keep track of what you've done over the last year, or at the beginning, because you actually intend to do this, this, and this for the following year. So a lot of spaces for you to keep track of your German learning. Very useful if you're doing it on your own, because that's where, if you have weekly lessons or anything like this, then you probably use it on, or you're using a book, then it all goes in the order. But when you're doing it on your own and you're using different resources, this is a good way to keep track of it all.
Angelika, would you like to close today's broadcast?
Okay, well, thank you for watching season 6. I'll even have to remember that. Episode 1. If you have got a hobby and would really like some phrases for that one, or sentences ideally, let me know and I see what I can do. If not, wait for the surprise, whichever hobby we do next time. And with that, it's tschüss von mir.
Und tschüss von mir.